Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be talking about the Panzer 58 Mutz, which has just hit the stores once again yesterday. And the deals this time compared to last time are much nicer. They are much better. But we are going to talk about the deals at the end and how much it cost and if it's worth buying. But for me, I said in my previous video on the Mutz that I enjoy the tank. I do like the tank, and if I had like unlimited amount of gold, I would definitely buy the tank. Or if I had more money, I would definitely buy the tank, as it is an enjoyable tank and it's a good tank. It's got 10 degrees of gun depression, just less than 2400 DPM, 50 kilometers of speed. So it is an okay tank. It's enjoyable and 5.6 second reload. So you can pump out that damage pretty quickly. It is pretty much a premium Indian Panzer, and I do enjoy the Indian Panzer. But I just don't think I would play it as often. So for the price it is, I don't think it's worth me buying this tank when I can just get the Indian Panzer back. So for me, I won't be buying the tank, but it doesn't mean it's not worth buying. As I've said, it is quite a nice little tank. Skate Extreme done a video a couple of days ago, and it was kind of funny actually because he released a video not actually knowing this tank was getting released. He released it, then we found out it was coming for sale. So, and he enjoys it, and I enjoy it. It is a nice tank. And as I said, if I had the money, if I wasn't having a holiday, if I had bills, etc., I would definitely buy this tank because I do like it. It can bounce. It can bounce. It can bounce on the turret. You're not going to bounce much on your hull. But if you're in positions like this, we've bounced 1000 damage, and it's a tier 9 battle. So you can bounce, and if you can use that gun depression, and if you watch Skate Extreme's video, he was in exactly the same map, exactly the same position, and as I've said, we've bounced 1000 damage so far. We're not going to bounce that. I don't know who hit us from there, but someone else is up there, and he did take a shot, which is nasty because now I'm quite low on hit points, and there's still 4 tanks left alive. So we're going to flank around. We have a Borzik here on our team, so I'm going to come around. I'm going to help him, and I'm going to get a shot into this AMX. But I was hoping he was either on a reload, but as soon as I shoot him, he takes his attention on me. Gets one shot, gets another shot, and luckily I reload before him. But now I'm on 29 HP. There's a Yag Tiger coming for the Borzik, but because he comes, I get a shot, but we don't aim. We should have aimed, and we're going to poke back out. We're going to use the APCR just to make sure we guarantee the pen. He does take out our Borzik, and now our KPF is going towards him. So we're going to still sit here because the tanks that are coming are going to focus on the KPF. We don't manage to pen the WZ-111, but the Yag Tiger is still there. We get one shot and he just misses us. That was really risky, but at this late stage in the game, there is 5 against 3. We're winning on supremacy points, so you can take a few risks every now and again. However, I don't want to die. I want to do more damage, so I'm not just going to poke out knowing he is looking at me. So we're going to wait. We was hoping that the WZ would come further out, going for the KPF, but he doesn't, which means now I'm going to try and get the other side of the rock. Now the WZ is now gone, so it just leaves the IS-6 and this Yag Tiger. So as I come around the corner, he is not looking, which means we can use the AP. 256 damage into him, but he does turn to face me. So we are going to switch back to the APCR, hoping he will turn, which he does, which means we can get one more shot into his bottom plate. But now he's looking. We've had quite a nice battle, not the best battle, but an average battle. We're winning on cap points, and our team managed to take him out. So I managed to stay alive on 29 hit points, 2,700 damage. We blocked, as I said, we blocked 1,000 damage. We get ourselves a first class, 39,000 credits, which wasn't so bad because I did fire quite a lot of APCR in that battle. 500 assistant damage on top of that as well. So next up, Desert Sands, and we have 2 mediums and a light tank. It is a tier 7 matchup, and the enemy have 2 light tanks and a medium. So we are heading towards A. and we are going to spot the mediums and the light tanks on our way. Now, the enemy Type 62 Dragon decides to go on a full YOLO run, and I don't think it cost the game because I think they're going to lose anyway, but he just goes full guns blazing. We managed to set him on fire, 320 damage, leave him on 210. We are getting shot from the Panther, but we do want to take out that Type 62 Dragon, and he's still not dead. So we do need to take him out. But taking him out, I have lost half of my hit points, and now we do have the RU. So we're going to focus the RU because that is the tank that the Dracula is shooting. So focus fire is a must. Always, there's no point me going for the Panther. Always try and focus fire. Now I'm going to go for the RU because he's a one-shot, which means we can take him out, which now means it's 3-on-1. The Dracula somehow is still alive. He is on 1 HP, and it's now 3 mediums against this 1 Panther. So we're going to wait. We're going to cap the base. The LTTB is going to get 1 shot. I'm going to take him out for my 3rd kill. So the Dracula is gone, but it's now 6 against 3. And the 3 remaining is the T-29, the IS-3, and an SU-152. And they are all up by the cap area C. So we're going to flank around. We can still take a shot. Probably, maybe if we're lucky, we can take a shot from the SU-152. That's if we're lucky, if he low rolls or if he average rolls. So we're going to poke around. The SU's not looking. We can get 1 shot into him, and then we can back up, and he does now turn to look. So now we can't poke up. We're losing this damage, and as soon as I see he turns, the T-29 backs up just to get so I can get 1 shot. Now the SU-152 has now taken out the LTTB, which means he's on a long reload, and I can take him out. The T-29 has also gone, and it just leaves the IS-3, who does shoot me once, but that is all he is going to do. So we take him out for our 5th kill. So 2,400 damage. We didn't block any damage that game, but as I've said, if you're not using that gun depression, you're not going to really block any damages, because the armor's just not there. The turret is pretty much the only place that you're going to bounce, and if you're using that 10 degrees of gun depression, it becomes very, very troll. So you can bounce on the turret, but you're not going to bounce pretty much anywhere else on your tank, especially your hull. It's very, very weak. Now, last up, it is a tier 7, and we are playing Supremacy because we did want to try and ace it, but we didn't manage to ace it. So 2 mediums and a light tank on our team, and 2 light tanks and a medium on their team, and 3 of us already go to B, which means we can now poke forward and we can try and open up the tanks on A. So we've got the Indian Panzer down there, we've got the LTTB, we've got a Type 62 Dragon here, and we do get a shot. As I've said, these are tier 7 tanks, and they are penning us with ease. But the rest of the team have gone towards C. So we've got the Indian Panzer there, we get a shot into him. We do manage to get a bounce from the LTTB, and we have bounced 400 damage. We get a nice shot into his hatch, and again, we get another bounce on that turret. And this is what I mean. If you're using that gun depression, especially against tier 7 vehicles, you can get some bounces. Type 62 Dragon there, a high roll, 281 into him. And now they are low hit points. We can play just a little bit more aggressive, and we can go for the Indian Panzer because he's a tier 8 vehicle. I don't have to move to get a shot into him. I can still be using my gun depression, and I'm not sure how that don't hit the LTTB, but the Type 62 Dragon, I didn't even realise he's literally on my back shooting me, and I didn't realise until I come out of sniper mode, and by then I've lost quite a lot of hit points, but luckily my CDC helps me, put him down to a 1 shot, and I can take him out for my 1st kill. So far we've blocked 600 damage, we've got 2,300 damage. The Chieftain now decides to try and push the Type 62, but it's too late. The CDC comes in, and we are going to take him out, and the CDC takes him out. So it now leaves 6 against 4. There's still a VK 100, which at the minute is still one of the most OP tanks in the game. There's an IS-3 also full health. We're going to wait for him to cross. We're going to get a shot into him. I think the CDC, the CDC is going to take out the WC, which now just leaves the IS-3 and the VK. So as we come around here, we get 1 last shot on the IS-3, and now we're just going to focus the VK. He's full hit points, but he is in the middle of nowhere. The least he could do is back up to a building, because now he can get penned from every single direction. So we end that game on a kill. We get 1,000 supremacy points. We bounce 600 damage, and we finish ourselves on 3.3k damage. 93,000 credits earned as well. And it was only a second class, which I was a little bit disappointed about. But that is the Panzer Mutz. A nice tank. It is a nice tank and a very enjoyable tank. So let's look at how much it is in stores. So in the bundle, you can get the Louver and the Mutz, full equipment, garage slots, and the camouflage for 15,000 gold. Or you can get the Panzer Mutz with the camo and full equipment for 12,500 gold. Or you can just buy the Panzer Mutz on its own for 10,000. Now, if we look at last time, the last time fully equipped Mutz was 17,000 gold. Now, that's just about as much as it is now, but you can get a Louver, and that's for 15,000 gold, so it's cheaper. It's cheaper, and if you want to buy the Panzer Mutz on its own, it's 12,500. Last time it was 15,000, so it is a lot cheaper. But for me, I'm still not going to buy the tank. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Meadsyreplays, and I'll catch you soon.